Good morning, gamers. I washed my hair, so it's sitting terribly, which is fine. I always like to start on a negative note because it weeds out the fakers, the fake losers who can't stand a little bit of negativity first for the first second of the videos they clicked on to like make them feel better. They can't handle negativity. I don't know. I realized that I gotta be doing this more often. You know, my hair's a mess, but the face is saving it. Kind of. I was having coffee with milk in it, and I was sitting outside, so my sinuses are like a fucking mess, and also if that pisses you off, I'm sorry. I made these cute little gloves last night. They're not like finished, because they're kind of, I don't know, they're not falling apart, but hang on, let me take this off. And my watch. They should be tighter down here, but you can see I didn't finish the stitching. This one's kind of, yeah. I was meant to make long ones, and I made one long one. I'll show you. But then I ran out of material, and all that was left was enough to make two small ones. So I got two small ones and one long one for whatever reason. What am I gonna do with this? Cause it's they're like all the way up the arm, you know. I'll show you once again. This one doesn't have a finger in it. Thumb hole. They're classy, you know, for all those classy events I'm going to. I feel like it's for like winter, you know. My dog knocked something over in the hallway and it's gonna be barking for the next 5 hours. I fell asleep with my rings on last night, and this one with the face turned my finger green. Which is really, it's really badass. It looks like I'm dying. And my finger's falling off. That's kind of cute. If these stayed on properly. In the long one too, I started, the light's too bright. You can't even see. So this is like a regular stitch, right? Hang on, let me put it inside out. So I just have like one single, like regular stitch, hand stitched all the way down. I don't know what it's called, like a back stitch. Which is sloppy on my part, but that's what I did for these, and these look so fucking clean. It must be this material that you could just get away with doing a simple back stitch. I mean, the bottom doesn't look clean, but don't look at that. You can just get away with doing a simple back stitch, and it looks great. It's 100% polyester. I can tell by feeling it. I'm looking at it. I have Nutella on muffins here. There's a dog hair on it. On my hair. I really didn't want my two front teeth to stick out like that while I took that bite. And yet it happened. Anyway, And then we got to over here, and you can see I was doing a blanket stitch. It's not focusing very well. Here I was doing a blanket stitch over top, and then I folded it over, and I did I don't know what it's called, a seam stitch. Like, that's the point where I was at in this when I realized I ran out of material and I couldn't do a second long one. If you turn it over, this is what the simple back stitch looks like on the other side. You know, if you pull it, you can kind of see the thread a little bit. On this side, where the flat stitch or the seam stitch or whatever is done, focus, you can see it's got this little bump and it's like extra tight. That's what you have to do on clothing and stuff. And I wasn't going to do it for this, but it makes it look like a little bit more professionally done, and not just like I decided to sew. This is from a top. It's from a top bought from Shein. It was really ugly and ill-fitting and looked bad, and I made it into something that's actually kind of nice and I would wear. Cause I get numb hands like all the time, and I kept thinking about knitting little thingies, but I think this is pure narcissism why I ever even started sewing to begin with, to make clothes fit me better. And put my bauble and my watch back on. What was I saying? It's like if you have long sleeves, also ignore how this trumpet's out here. I meant to fix it. It's because this was like the curve of the side of the t-shirt where it comes into the, like here, where the tit is, because I ran out of the front material. Okay, so I used the front bit of the shirt. It was basically the same cut as this one. For the long sleeve, because it was like the length of the torso, and then I assumed I didn't measure or look really. I thought the back was the same size as the front, so from the front and the back I could get 2 gloves. I was wrong. The back was like really small. And I could only get 1 glove out of it, and I was like, fuck, I just gotta use the rest to make the other tiny little glove. But imagine it under, hang on. If you'll allow me to put on my kimono, which was a gift by a beautiful fan. Ooh. If you see it, that's not even, hang on. Like underneath. Kimonos are short sleeves. But if I pull this down, it looks cute like underneath a sleeve. And maybe it will look cute on its own if I fix the trumpeting problem, because it's a piece of curved fabric. Right now it's kind of making me think of that image of that girl that's sitting in the hospital bed all bandaged up. The anime girl. Excuse me. My demon dog found, what the hell's happening? This little chicken that's my niece's, and she just ripped the feet off. She just only ripped the feet off and just left everything fine. And I was trying to sew the feet back on, but I started it when I was drunk, and then I just stopped. How's your day going? I wish I had water next to me instead of milk. Instead of milk coffee. It's closing my throat. If you'll allow me to stretch my face on camera. How do I take a bite without looking like a rodent? I guess it's an impossibility. I've been getting into Kafka recently. Not really his books, more just learning about his life. Because I think he's an interesting person. And I don't think he's a good author. I hate to say it, I feel like the Metamorphosis isn't very good. Just like Moby Dick isn't written very well. And yet, because there's a metaphor in there and it's easy to teach to high schoolers, it's ultra popular. I don't know why the Metamorphosis got really popular. I have my laptop open next to me. I'm gonna Google it right now. But then he's like, he's one of those people who he was kind of schizoid and he couldn't do anything in his life other than write because he thought that it was the only thing he could do successfully, and he was very antisocial and suicidal like all the time, like he fucking hated himself, and he couldn't commit to a relationship. He's just like me. He couldn't commit to a relationship. He like cheated on everyone he ever met, and he like got engaged to a bunch of women. He died in, I think, 1915 or around about that, or 19 or something, of tuberculosis. And then after he died, all three of his sisters were murdered in the Holocaust by Hitler. Isn't that crazy? And he wasn't popular during his lifetime. I don't know really. Hang on. Why did Franz Kafka get popular? The AI overview says that his popularity stems from the enduring, timeless nature of his themes such as bureaucracy, alienation, and identity struggles. He was also a socialist, and he was Jewish, but he never felt like a relation to Judaism, and he always felt like he was an atheist. Celebrated for his brief fables and aphorisms. You mean brief fables such as The Judgment, the book The Judgment, which is just a guy arguing with his father. It's clearly a Kafka insert, and then the guy jumps off a bridge, and that's the end of the story, and it's like 15 pages. Okay, he wrote in the evenings and at night, diaries, short stories, and novels. His best friend, Max Brod, okay, but I don't care, encouraged him to publish his work. Kafka doubted his writing abilities. In 1924, he died in 1924. He died of laryngeal tuberculosis, only a few weeks before his 41st birthday. He instructed his friend to burn all his writings after his death. And all his, do you know that he drew pictures, and he had like a short he took drawing classes, and he would go to the museum and he would draw what he saw. But he was terrible at drawing, and he hated his drawings more than he hated what he wrote. And he told his friend also to burn all his drawings after he died, and he didn't. He put them in a fucking display so everyone can see them, which is super fucking it's messed up, but it's hilarious. And his drawings are embarrassing, I think. Anyway. Otherwise, such works as The Trial would never have been published. Today, the unfinished novel is one of Kafka's best known works. It is about a man, I don't care. Yeah, but why did he get popular? When? It's not telling me shit. Well, Google is useless. I wish I could read my diary in these videos. I can't really even see what I'm doing. I took up smoking, but I stopped. I can't see what I'm doing. I took up smoking for like 4 days. And then I stopped. I'm done with it now. I need a mirror, I think. I think I need a mirror. I think that would be very helpful. But doing it on camera is like, people like that kind of, okay, I don't like this kind of thing. I'm gonna look in the fucking mirror. I have no more desire to smoke. It's just sometimes I just get an urge to have like a cigarette in my mouth. But I think it's because I miss weed. I miss weed, and I miss the idea of it's like I always need something to separate me from the people in my life. I always need some kind of like little secret or like little like rule breaking thing, such as like at 4 a.m. smoking and no one fucking knows about it. And also I thought maybe it could make me feel like whenever I used to be a huge stoner, I had one cigarette that I was like taking a couple puffs off every single night, and then I put it inside this little container. And then, you know, continue smoking it the next night. There's crumbs in my mouth. And I'm over it now. It wasn't very nice. It wasn't very good. It makes you shaky because it increases your like heart rate, which at first I was like, yeah, energy, let's go. But then one night I smoked too much. I had more than like 2 puffs. On an empty stomach. And I got that feeling like whenever you smoke too much weed and you can't breathe, or it feels like you can't breathe and you're like really nauseous. I got that green feeling. I had to lie on my stomach, and after that I was like, I'm done with this. This is not fun. And it's not like I started with the intention of developing a habit. I started because occasionally I have a craving for cigarettes, and so it's nice just to have a box of cigarettes. And I don't think I get addicted to things. I think something's wrong with me. I used to be addicted to weed, I think, but it was just like getting high. It wasn't like a physical. I don't think you can have a physical dependence to weed, but it was like it's like I just wanted to be high all the time, and that's the end of my point. I guess I started that sentence with no end in mind. I need to make these videos every day if I'm gonna get monetization. No, don't crawl your way. Don't crawl your way over here. What? Mommy's favorite girl, baby. Go right on. I can give you this. It's not good food for dogs. No, go away. Go away. Miley, go lie down. Go lie down. It's not even like a political opinion. It's just like the truth of what's happening. What am I gonna do today? Yesterday I woke up at 6 p.m. and it was already dark outside, so something was going on. I stacked my clothes, so I just got up and I ate the current breakfast I'm eating right now, and then I walked my dog. And it was dark outside and it was quiet. And I felt really right. I felt normal. It feels normal to wake up at 6 p.m. Everyone is already like quieting down. When I got back from my walk, my parents were going to bed. So I thought, great. And then I spent the rest of the night painting and sewing these gloves because I got distracted from the painting. What was I painting? Was this painting? Which is kind of like not finished. I think. You'll find out at a hard glance. That is everything that I still blind. Don't you make sure not that I wide. In between, life is so confusing and there's endless. Now not being, there's no peace of mind. I think I need to go grocery shopping, which I don't want to do because I need to buy paint. Well, I keep saying this. I've been saying this all week. I need to buy paint. I got $20 in my bank account. And I bought these muffins, and I bought the Nutella. I'm running out of muffins and Nutella. I don't need to buy food. I need to buy coffee. So maybe I should buy decaf so that it stops closing my fucking throat. But I need caffeine. I need a little bit of caffeine. I don't even like caffeine. I don't like drinking coffee every morning, but I feel like if I don't have caffeine, then my brain doesn't really work. And sometimes it's great. Sometimes there's like this calmness where I kind of feel like I did sometimes in high school, where it was just I was just really calm, and I was able to concentrate on my own thoughts, and I was in this constant state of inner meditation. And sometimes I get like that without caffeine, but sometimes I just get confused without it, and it's the opposite of what I want. It just depends. It's caffeine is a medicine for occasional confusion or something. Think of a way to say that makes sense. Think of a way to say that makes the most sense. I can't. Brain fog. But then sometimes I don't drink caffeine for 2 days because I feel like my brain by itself is kind of on this high. Not in like a manic way. In like, I'm just feeling good. And I don't need it. And then I'll get brain fog again. I'm like, oh, I need caffeine to like wake me up. Snap out of it. What do I mean when I say I'm feeling good? I'm able to think. I'm able to think. Sometimes, I think I talked about this in the last video. It's like, instead of my mind being like all over the place, it's like a straight line. And I feel this like a flat line feeling that it feels so good. There's like nothing coming in or coming out, and it's just my own thoughts. And it's all that I'm able to focus on. And I guess that's what I'm talking about. I don't know if there's a word for that feeling. Of just total inness. Just total inness. In this body. In this body. In this body. Should I wear these shit groceries, girl? It's warm as fuck outside. I woke up at 2 p.m. Well, like 1:40 today because Luna the dog would not stop barking. I keep showing my hands because I think they look really cute. And when you got something going for you, why hide it? I mean, this doesn't look cute. Fucking messy and weird, but when you got something going for you, why hide it? I'm gonna take these gloves off, I think. I mean, it's nice. They're kind of like squeezing my hand and drawing blood to my hands, which usually don't have much blood in them, especially in winter. And it's like, it doesn't even have to be cold in the winter for my circulation to cut off. I just feel like it's like a fucking like natural hibernation state of my body that as soon as it's not summer anymore, the blood just stops flowing around. In between. Na, 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 na. That was horrible. Na, 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 na. I tried dancing yesterday because sometimes dancing it like, go away please. No, Miley, go lie down. No, Miley. Listen, you're good. Fine, come here. Hi. No, you're not getting my muffins. I know. Shit sucks. Deal with it. It's my young lady. Say hi, young lady. You look like a rodent. Oh my god, we're both rodents. I'm sorry I confused you like that. You're just a dog. I wish you could see how she's sitting on my knee right now. I'm holding her. Can you see my hand? I'm like holding her in my arm like a baby. Like she sat like this willingly. I told her to go away and she said no. I was talking about something. I was on a streak of words. You hear a noise downstairs? You want to go investigate it? You want to go investigate it? Go investigate it. Pissing me off. I was talking about dancing. I tried dancing yesterday or 2 days ago because sometimes I like stretch, but it doesn't do enough, and the only way to like loosen certain like my hips or my back is to dance and like use the muscles in your back and use the muscles in your butt and stuff. It's like, yeah, it's like a requirement. If I'm going to stretch, I have to like dance for 10 minutes. But I tried like but I hadn't done it in a while, and I tried to do it a few days ago, and it was really horrible. It felt bad. I felt like I looked bad. I just wasn't feeling it. It was horrible. I was like, the whole time I was dancing, it was like 4 different songs. And they all just felt terrible. It was a horrible experience. The phone that I duct taped to the TV is peeling off. Right, groceries. I don't need to get groceries. I can get coffee. And yeah, I got noodles. I don't need to buy groceries. Don't let the government trick you into thinking you need to buy groceries. Groceries aren't even a concern. You know? Get real. Get real. How's this dainty little bracelet look? Oh. Let's get rid of that. I don't know. There's also like, my voice was too high. Yeah, I woke up at 2 p.m. today, so I'm all confused. I'm confused about where to go and what to do. I'm scared to touch it. I don't want to ruin it, but I don't want to make it worse. That's the same thing. I don't want to ruin it in my attempts to make it look better. Why is it so flat on the top? Oh, the top's the wettest bit. That's why it's flat. It's heavy. And then it dries down here first. I see. I see. No, don't flick that way. Stop it. And then why is this bit flat? I need a professional. I want to cut that whole Primark section out because I feel like I come across as though I'm saying that I'm like above those clothes or something. I just mean that I just don't think they make clothes of a very good quality, and any other clothing stores they are like fast fashion, but they're not gonna fall apart within the week. They might fall apart within the year, you know. But something's been going on at Primark. I haven't been there in like a year, but during COVID and a little bit after COVID, there was a huge decline in the quality of their products. Something was going on. I don't know if it's still like that. It might be better, but I never want to go into a Primark again in my life. It's so loud, and it's claustrophobic. But like I feel like all stores are like that kind of. Especially Primark though. It's like you're going to Primark, you're going to hell for a little bit. You're selling a little piece of your life energy in exchange for some socks with a funny slogan on them. I think the only time I go to Primark is if I'm like Christmas shopping or I'm with people who are Christmas shopping and they're like, let's go to Primark. I'm like, alright. And then we go. And maybe I'll see a mug. Even though I'm pretty sure I got this in a different store. What's it called? The Home Sense? I'm pretty sure I got this in Home Sense. But it's got Primark written on the bottom. Maybe I did get it in Primark. I don't know. How do I remember everything? A mug and some socks. I wouldn't even buy socks there. I feel like they would just be 100% polyester. Not that polyester socks are like the worst. I'm sorry. I'm just feeling weird today because I woke up at 2 p.m. instead of 6 p.m. There's a dog knocking at my door. Am I pretty? Am I crazy to think this? I'm sorry, that was a stupid thing to say. I need to get like back into the I gotta come clean. I didn't wash my hair. I just wet it. I just put some water on it. Because I slept with this hat on. Because I was cold. And I slept with these rings on. And these finger toppers up here. They didn't fall off. They stayed on while I was sleeping on these gloves. Because I was cold. And when I woke up, my hair was all flat. So when I was washing my face in the morning, I wet my hair also. And so it's just wet. What's going on? Okay, bye. I have to go, finish this painting, I guess. We can start another one. You can buy this, by the way. I don't know where to list my paintings, to be honest. Because I started painting with selling them locally in mind. What happened to my hair in the last 10 minutes? Something terrible happened. It's so chunky. This video is over. I look bad and I don't care anymore.